I bought this because I wanted to. Sorry.
It was not bought under duress. So, welcome to book haul today.
Yes,
exciting.
Doing a book haul. Very excited.
This is from when we were in Sydney. We went to a number of different bookstores, and you can check out our video about reviewing and sort of talking about the stores themselves. But today, right now, we are just going through all the books we bought.
Yeah, and we're going to do it shop by shop.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Store by store.
The first bookstore we went to was Gertrude and Alice Cafe Bookstore in Bondi Beach, which, by the way, was the most ridiculous beach I've ever been to.
Oh my god, Bondi was crazy. I fucking loved it.
I hated it.
She was literally in the water with me like, I can't leave you, Hannah. What if you die? And I was just having like a fucking ball in the waves. I was like, get on the sand.
Oh, no, it was too much. I felt like I was being
buzz.
gut punched. Like, it was
so
ridiculous.
Good. I lost my togs multiple times. It was so much fun. Okay, so first up I got the periodic table of feminism. Now, I bought this because I wanted to. Sorry.
It was not bought under duress.
That was stupid. So it is the periodic table, and it's sorted into like first wave, second, third, fourth. Now, I do know that the whole waves of feminism is very white Western feminism, but I am still like not very, like, I wanted it as like a reference book.
Hannah reads a lot of feminist literature, so it's almost like you just want to read it all. It doesn't mean you're gonna live and die by this book. I'm not like,
oh wow, first wave feminism. Like, no, I know. To be honest,
almost as like a research.
I read
type
more
thing.
books bagging all the feminists that are probably in this, and so I'm just like I just want it as like a resource.
It's almost like sometimes you have to. It's annoying, but sometimes you also have to know.
Oh, you have to read people you don't agree with.
Yeah, you have to read 100%. Sometimes people you don't agree with.
100%.
I'm gonna say I bought this, but I'm a bit embarrassed because this is the thing, right? When you're buying books, you don't know. Like, if you're buying it purely like you just found it in the store. Yeah, so this one I picked up, but I kind of regret a little bit. It's called the #1 Ladies Detective Agency. It's by Alexander McCall Smith. I'll be honest, I didn't know about this book or the series. I just picked it up and I liked it. And I liked it because it's set in Botswana, and I was like, oh, awesome, female representation, something set in Africa. I didn't know it's written by a white man.
Okay.
I didn't know. I'm really sorry, but I've already bought it, so it's in the haul.
All right, well, getting as far away from white men as we can. I've got Right Story, Wrong Story by Tyson Yunker Porter. So he is a First Nations Australian, and I've read his Sandwalk, which is incredible. So this extends explorations of how we can learn from Indigenous thinking. So he yarns with friends from all around the world, and it's about stories at the heart of everything that may destroy or save us, but what is right or wrong story. Yarns, I think, is like a super First Nations way of like you yarn. Like,
oh yeah.
So very excited to get into this.
Cool. My next one is On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. Ocean is Vietnamese, and this is about touches on the Vietnam War, things like that. It's just apparently very, very beautiful. I also was just so taken by the cover. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that was cool.
Love that. So I got The House That Joy Built by Holly Ringland. So I saw this on a YouTuber that I follow that I absolutely love, and I've forgotten her name, which is stupid. And this is the pleasure and power of giving ourselves permission to create. So I think it's all about like great for like artists, and I'm struggling to create at the moment, so it just made sense.
Nice. This is one that I actually think our mum bought for us both.
No, we bought it together.
Oh, we bought it together. We halved it. To be honest, all our books are kind of shared, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But this one is The Year I Met My Brain by Matilda Bosley. I haven't seen her on TikTok, but apparently she is like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently she actually got quite big
I avoid
online.
TikTok like the plague, so I wouldn't.
Yeah. But yeah, we just saw it and we're like, wow, this is perfect. So this is about ADHD and discovering you have ADHD later in life. And it's a real, like it's written very much like a guidebook type thing. Very helpful for us who we are kind of self-diagnosed ADHD girlies. Can you not tell?
Yeah. And just FYI, my TikTok reference is not because I'm better than you, it's because I'm weaker than you and I have an addictive personality, okay?
Yeah, she wouldn't survive.
I wouldn't survive TikTok, so yeah.
So yeah, that was really cool.
Very excited. That's very referencey. Like, I can't wait to get
This
into
one?
it though. Yeah, like it looks good.
I had like a moment, I had an ADHD moment the other time and I was really upset. I had missed, and I'd missed a doctor's appointment because
Classic.
of, you know, lack of organization and time blindness. And I picked this up to actually like flick through to find this bit talking about like, and it had listed out like these mantras of like, it's not a moral failure to lose shit.
Gosh.
It's not a moral
People
failure.
treat you like it is though.
They do,
Yeah,
and that's
it's
the
a
thing.
whole thing.
I was so upset and I felt so ashamed that I'd missed my appointment and wasted people's time and blah, blah, blah.
And that shame causes stress, which then makes it harder to function. It's a cycle.
So like already, I haven't fully read it, but it's, very helpful. Right.
And that's Gertrude and Alice.
Yeah, next was Sappho Books Cafe and Bar. We each got quite a few from here.
You go first.
So I got here, It Is No Secret, The Story of a Stolen Child by Donna Meehan. She is a First Nations Aboriginal who was taken from her Aboriginal family as a child at age 5 and placed with a white family. So this is about that story basically from when she was a child and also up until like now. Really cool.
So I got Count Your Lucky Stars by Alexandria Bellafleur.
Also, I love that the bookstores always give you like a bookmark.
Yeah. So this is a queer romance. I don't really know much about it, but when I saw it like secondhand, score, and I think these like two knew each other earlier in life.
Beautiful.
They weren't a couple. It's not second chance, and yeah, they end up getting together. So yeah.
Wow. My next one is Beautiful Broken Things by Sarah Barnard. This is a YA. I haven't picked up a YA in forever. This one is really cool because it's actually about two friends who are really, really close. And it says, Katie and Rosie have always been inseparable, but that was before Suzanne. Ooh. Female friendships, especially when you're young, I find really, really interesting and so excited for that.
I got Women Don't Owe You Pretty by Florence Given. So again, this is another like, I just wanted it to have it. Again, it's very like 101 feminism, but I think also, yeah, but I think also by being like, oh, don't you like know all of this by now? Then often it's like, actually no, like there are so many people that don't. You know what I mean?
I think
even like women who are extremely educated, I see some of like the comments they make about stuff, and I'm like,
you need to go back to basics.
Girlfriend, like you've skipped a few steps. Like there's a whole lot to unpack, and I don't think that
I would recommend looking up America Ferrera's interview she did after the Barbie movie came out, because she had a really great statement about how people thought Barbie was not deep enough, was not political enough, that sort of thing, and about how no, that movie still has a place in you know.
And I will just say, like, my 7-year-old niece watched it and she was like, I'm not getting married and having kids, and I was like,
oh yeah. I mean, then it's all worth it.
It's all worth it.
Okay. The last book I got was Eleanor Catton, Burnham Wood. So many people have recommended this to me. My mum and I both wanted to read it, so we got this together. Very excited. She's a New Zealand author. She wrote The Luminaries, which won the Booker Prize, but this one is a thriller, so very keen to see that from her.
Yes, cute. All right, next up is Kmart. Emily's got one book.
I only
She's
got one
gonna
book
go
from
first,
Kmart.
and then I'm gonna share.
I got, I love this author so much. This is only her second book. Kylie Reid, Come and Get It. Very, very excited for that, and was very happy to get it at a nice low price.
Okay, so I'm gonna like speed through the ones that I feel like are such like classic. Okay, so I got The Right Move by Liz Tomford. So this is the second book in the Windy City series. I haven't read the first one. And
Chicago love.
but I've heard that one's better. Honestly, I'm nervous about any contemporary romance that is over 300 pages. I think something's wrong.
Yeah.
But I just wanted it and it was cheap, so I got it. Then I got All This Twisted Glory.
Tahira
I'm so sorry, I apologize. I will learn how to say this name. So this is the third book in this YA fantasy series. First book is This Woven Kingdom. Second book is These Infinite Threads. Absolutely stunning series. Cannot wait to get into that. I have a thing about getting all the books. I just know I'm gonna love it. Like I'm betting it's like 4-star, 5-star read for me.
It's gorgeous.
Next up we have Tessa Bailey. Fangirl Down. So this is the first in her new sports romance series. And honestly, I think it's weird. It's a weird concept. So this is a golfer. He's down on his luck. Oh, okay. He's down on his luck.
There's nothing more boring than golf is reading about golf.
And he has this crazy fangirl, and she is like, he wins when she's there or something. She becomes his like lucky charm. So she then bees his caddy or something. I just thought it was like the most honestly original sports romance I've heard. All of them are like hockey dude bros, and I'm like, you know what? Bring it down a notch. Yeah.
Cunty golf bro.
All right, next we have Tonight I Burn by Catherine J. Adams. I have never seen this book before until I picked it up in Kmart. It just says one witch, one spark, and I see witch and I say bye. So I have no idea what it's about.
Thorn Witch Trilogy.
I'm super excited. So next up we have Die For You by Lauren Jackson. Same thing as before. It says a human searching for her sister, a grumpy vampire bodyguard, and a predator on the hunt. What could go wrong?
Yeah, that sounds
It's giving like vampires, thriller, yeah.
Romance?
Like, obviously.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry.
Icebreaker, because I'm a basic bitch and I love the color.
I've seen this everywhere.
I know, it's sickening.
Is it good?
I don't know.
By Hannah Grace, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that.
Okay, sorry.
I don't even know if I'm going to read it. It's just one of those things. Okay, so for reference, I am building an apocalypse library. When society crashes, and it will, I don't know why people are trying to read their entire TBR, their physical TBR. Like, what are you reading when the internet goes, when the power's out? Like, I'm sorry, but this is not an intelligent decision.
You got to have a backlog.
Right? Like, why are you trying to read your entire physical TBR? Like, no.
So basically, Hannah's saying when the apocalypse happens and we're down to our last dregs, we will read this book together.
Yeah, and like maybe sooner, but like maybe my sister-in-law will read it. Maybe Emily will read it. Like, I buy books for a variety of people. Also, because I'm a basic bitch. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. Emily's a lover of Carissa Broadbent.
I am.
So obviously, you know, if you've seen this book, maybe you know what it's about, maybe you don't. It's set in the Crowns of Nyxia series. It's book 1. Apparently it's actually a duet. So there's going to be 4 books in the series. Book 1 and book 2 are in this like one world, one couple. And then like the second, so the 3rd and 4th are going to be like another duet. So I think that's fun because sometimes they drag when they're a trilogy. It's like you should have been together by now. Like, you're just trying to fuck them up.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I'm excited for this. Scarred by Emily McIntyre. A Never After novel. So this is, honestly, it's giving fantasy vibes, but it's not. It's a contemporary romance. Dark romance. This is a Lion King retelling. This was the one that I'm most intrigued by out of her books. I don't actually know if her writing's going to be for me. So I just wanted to pick it up.
Nice.
Scarlet St. Clair, King of Battle and Blood. This is meant to be an extremely smutty fantasy romance, which is actually really good apparently. And I'm a fan of Scarlet St. Clair. So yeah,
Beautiful.
also pick that up. Oh, and then we have a little non-fiction, change it up. Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaal. I love him. I follow his YouTube. Who doesn't? He is so like low-key chill, and I love him, and I'm really happy that he got a book, and I think that's cool. Honestly, I buy books to support people I like.
Yeah,
like when I say I like Scarlet St. Clair, I've read half of one of her books. I just really like her. Like I like her marketing. I like her as a person. I like her chat. Yeah,
love it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Kmart.
So next is Elizabeth's Bookshop, and I only got one book. So I got The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. So this is the first in a trilogy, I believe. And I was so excited. This actual entire series was there secondhand, but I didn't have enough money, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it.
True.
But I've seen this around. I've always wanted it, and it's really exciting to get books like this secondhand because these kind of books don't even really get sold in New Zealand, let alone like to pick it up secondhand.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it's got like really pretty
Beautiful
like formatting
imaging
and stuff. I think this is one of those, it's saying Penguin Books, but I think originally it was indie published.
Yeah, it looks like it, eh? Nice, awesome. So I picked up 3 books. The first one is In the Clearing by J.P. Pomare. He's a New Zealand author, and he's like an instant buy for me if I like the plot. He writes thrillers, crime. This actually has been made into a TV show, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that was an instant pickup for me. The next one, I don't know much about this author. I just liked the sound of the story. It is The Replacement Wife by Darby Kane. So I know.
I just read the back.
It's a thriller. It's a thriller. It's
Read that.
exactly how you would think from the title. How many wives and girlfriends need to disappear before your family notice?
Oh my god, I want to read that.
so
How
keen for
many do
that.
you need to disappear before your family notice?
It's got to be 2. Minimum 2. 2.
I was thinking like 5, like because you could be like, oh, my girlfriend moved, and they just never know.
Okay, but I'm still 2 gone without a trace. I'd be worried. Now, in this book buying, so we were in Sydney for about 4 nights or something, and we went to lots of stores, and Agatha Christie's are in almost every store, like because they're so popular. And I kept going to buy some, and then I would go like, no, I don't want to buy one. They're old as fuck. and like, to be honest, because some of the prices of like the secondhand ones, I'm like, fuck, I might as well spend an extra $5 for a new one. So this one was a genuine, like, I've never seen this before anywhere. So I was like, this is my Agatha Christie. Awesome. So this is Agatha Christie's The Complete Short Stories of Hercule Poirot. Over 50 stories, so it's really chunky, and I love having books of short stories because it's just nice when sometimes you don't want to read a whole book, you just want to spend like an hour with a beginning to end story.
You want to get that satisfaction in the time you read it.
Exactly. I didn't even know she did short stories. Oh my god, there's something in there. Oh my gosh, guys, I love this about secondhand books. It is two post-it stamps from Thailand, but like they've been used.
Oh my god, adorable. That's so cute.
Interesting. One time I found a sonogram picture in a book.
That's wild.
That was weird. Yeah, so that was all the books I got from Elizabeth's bookshop. We then toddled down the road to Better Read Than Dead.
And I bought nothing because it was expensive as fuck and I didn't like it.
It was really expensive, and so I got 3. I was in such a mood, like I was in a book buying mood.
Yeah. I'd done all my buying at Kmart.
Yeah.
It was my girls were there.
Exactly. I got, this is where I was like vindicated, and I found they had some Agatha Christie's that were like new, really beautiful,
stunning cover,
and like not that much more than some of these secondhand ones were.
Yeah.
So that is Agatha Christie's A Murder Is Announced. This is a Miss Marple. It's my first Miss Marple I did in the store. They had like quite a lot. and this is one of the best Miss Marples apparently, so I thought best place to start.
Yeah.
I also picked up George Orwell, Animal Farm, classic for a reason. And so, yeah, I just knew eventually I have been planning to read it for ages, and I will get round to it. The last one I got from this bookshop was Sally Rooney's latest book, Beautiful World, Where Are You? I loved Normal People, and I really like the plot of this, the blurb on the back. And so, yeah, this was just like a no-brainer. I thought the cover was so pretty.
Nice. All right, so the next one is Abby's Bookshop and the Galaxy Bookshop, which was honestly a depressing find in a way because we'd run out of all our money. We come across this bookstore and the romance section was incredible, and they were having a sale on romance because it was February. So it was like the month of Valentine's, right? And I had no money, but I still bought 2 books, but still. Yeah, it was good.
True.
What'd you get?
Oh, okay, so...
Yeah. Oh, and we both got...
We both got 2. They had a romance sale.
So I got Highly Suspicious and... Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. So Talia Hibbert is the author of Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which is her blow up viral series, which I own but have not read. But she actually has a massive backlist. I think this is a newer book. I've never seen it, so I was very excited to see it. I own some of her earlier books, like she had a paranormal and all sorts. Yeah, so I'm very excited. It's got like they're fucking camping.
Love it.
Right?
Scary, but love it. I picked up Playing for Love, Apologies on Pronunciation. It's by Giovanni Chirica. Probably not right, my apologies. This is a gamer romance. Basically, they get paired up. Sam is a gamer and there's this really famous gamer and she gets paired up with him in a tournament, but little does she know that the famous gamer she's so in awe of is actually her awkward co-worker at work. Oh,
that's crazy.
I mean, I haven't read it yet, but from the blurb, that is the premise.
Yeah,
very excited.
All right, so on the gamer one, I have Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. So this is a later in life book. I believe the heroine has a college-age son, and she thinks she's talking to a young dude online, and she's not. He's also older. So love that later in life romance. They become virtual friends, and yeah.
Cute.
Cool.
So the last book I got from the store was The Builder by Tati Richardson. This is a black romance. This is a co-worker romance. I'm making up these categories as if they exist. Workplace romance.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. They both work for an architecture firm.
That's all my books. Emily's got one more.
I have one more.
Airport.
Yeah, I got one at the airport. I had some Australian cash. Literally, we are at our gate waiting to board, and I realised I had this cash, and I was like,
We're at the gate. She's at the bookstore.
So I went to the bookstore. Well, it's like those stores that are they're basically a dairy type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's a convenience store. So I picked up Sally Hepworth, The Mother-in-Law.
Which we believe is thrillers, right?
Domestic thrillers is Sally Hepworth's bread and butter.
Right.
I've heard really good things about her. She's an Australian author, so I thought it was, relevant, to buy in Australia. And Darling Girls, I've been seeing around a lot. That one's quite popular at the moment. But again, I just wanted to pick one that, the plot really stood out to me, and The Mother-in-Law did. Mother-in-law relationships are just so interesting, and so it means no surprise here that there's gonna be something going on.
I actually really like my mother-in-law.
True, I really like mine too.
I also think we bond because she's the only white chick in the family. She was until me. All of my partners' siblings, their partners are Māori as well.
True.
So it's we're all giving mama's boy energy that he picked a white girl. So
yes. Yeah. but we know a lot of people don't have good relationships with their mother-in-law.
Yeah.
So yeah, very interested in that. And that is everything.
Yep.
How many books did you count? Books
35.
Total?
35.
35 books.
Honestly, it feels like more. It feels like a little
like
number.
more. But it's a lot in a trip like overseas. So like we basically had a whole suitcase filled with books. We hope you enjoyed our haul. Yay, bye.